Joining us now to talk about all of this from Washington, Nicole Nason. She is a former head of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Nicole, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you think it is a slap in the face to the federal government that the president of Toyota decided not to go to Washington for the hearings?
Well, I think to the public this must seem like one never-ending recall. I mean, recalls are not usually this exciting. You don't usually have the president of the company being called to Congress to testify. And even though the government views it as several separate investigations, I think the public must be getting a little weary of floor mats and accelerators and brakes and possible electronics. So what I think is very significant is that the government has issued this letter sending a very strong message to Toyota saying, we want to know what you knew and when you knew it.
You were the former head of the NHTSA. Was it difficult for you during your tenure to get answers from Toyota versus other car makers?
There's definitely cultural differences when you're dealing with Toyota, there's no question. On a formality scale, they're certainly the most formal, which means that things move very slowly over there, that you have to get letters in, they have to be translated, it gets sent over to Japan, you wait for days and days, that was my experience, before you got a response. So there's no question that dealing with Toyota is slower than dealing with some of the other manufacturers. And I think what you're seeing now from the government is this letter to Toyota basically saying we want to get control of this situation and we want to get control of it now.
And the letter implies that they believe, or at least suspect, that Toyota knew about these problems a whole lot sooner than they let on. We're seeing yet another possible recall of Corollas today. Seeing this many recalls come out so slowly, does that indicate to you that maybe they knew more than they let on initially?
I think the letter makes pretty clear that the government has strong suspicions, and you have 5 days. Any manufacturer has 5 days to get information to the government about a safety defect. And I think what you're seeing here is the first shot across the bow that when they say 5 days, they mean 5 days, not 5 days and another month while you all talk amongst yourselves, or 5 days and a few more months while you do independent testing. 5 days is 5 days, and I would not be surprised if the government decides they've been misled if they issue strong penalties against Toyota.
To the tune of $16 million. Nicole Nason, thank you so much.